Zhenya and this is Zhenya's kitchen. Today we have this piece of meat and you're gonna ask me, what is this? Well, this is a beef tongue, the moo tongue, alright? This is one of the biggest delicacies in Russia. Only if you have a whole bunch of money in Russia you can usually afford it. Sometimes it's really hard to find, but we're in America. We can find anything anywhere and it's not that expensive as long as you know a good butcher. So beef tongue, we're gonna boil it today. Actually, it's the only way I know how to cook it. So I'm gonna meet you at the stove and we're gonna start boiling the beef tongue. So we got a pot of water. It's a little bit over a half full. I'm gonna put the heat on high. I'm gonna just take a beef tongue. I rinsed it out already. Yep, if you grossed out, I'm so sorry. And just put it in the water. The idea is it needs to be covered. And that is, it's a little bit open here. I might add just a little bit, like a half a cup of water to it. Now, if you want to boil fast, you're gonna cover it with a lid. We're gonna bring it to boil, and then we're gonna come back, take yucky stuff out, and I'm gonna show you the 2 spices we're gonna add to it. So we caught the tongue right before it all went over. Sometimes that happens. So we have all this yucky stuff on the top, and we're gonna take it off. This is all the blood, all the dust, I don't know, it's all the stuff on it. So while it's boiling, it usually comes out, and it's very easy to take off. So you can tell that there's not a lot of it. Alright. So, and I'm not really worried about this little piece sticking out from the water just because I'm going to be constantly cooking it mostly closed, lid or partially closed, so it will cook. And if I have to, when it will shrink a little bit, I'll just move it around. But you can move the meat a little bit like this so you get all the yucky stuff from underneath because sometimes it hides. Okay, this is it. I'm going to lower it to medium. Whew. Now the spice stuff. I have whole black pepper here. I say about a tablespoon. Alright. And then I bought in the Russian store bay leaves. Okay? They have amazing aroma. Whew. You don't want to put too many. Let's do 1. Let's do 2 and 3. This is it. This is our spices. Now, I'm going to partially cover it up. I'm going to time about 2.5 to 3 hours. I will let you know exactly what I come up with. But this is it. We're going to let it cook. We're going to come and check on it about every half an hour. Make sure the water doesn't go too much lower than this. And if we need, we just pour a little bit more cold water. It will come up to the temperature real quickly because you're not going to be like dumping the whole thing. So it'll be great. So 2.5 to 3 hours. I'm timing it. I will let you know. It takes a while, but it's gonna be delicious. And don't forget to check every half an hour. All right? I'll come back to you when it's all ready to move on. So the tongue took 3 hours, or I waited 3 hours. I'm gonna turn it off, open it up, so you can check it out. It looks amazingly gorgeous. It looks tender. So this is the point where you can take the beef tongue out and do what I'm gonna do now in a separate bowl, or you can actually just put the whole pot in the sink, what I'm gonna do. So what if you take it out? You can use this broth. You know, it's a delicious broth. It's beef broth. It's, you know, it's made with all the yumminess in it, and it's very little fat on the top. So if you want to make soup, this is your chance to save the broth and make the soup. I'm not gonna do that. There is no soup in my next 2-day plan. So I'm actually gonna take the whole pot and put it in the sink, and I'll meet you at the sink. So the pot is in the sink. I'm going to turn on cold water and just let it run. I'm going to turn it off so you can hear me. So I'm going to let it run, and I'm going to hold the tongue with a spoon, and I'm going to push some out, and I'm going to let it run a little bit more. You can do it with Brita water if you can, if you want to. I'm okay with this. We're just going to run some water on it to cool it off. You also can wait and let it cool off on its own. It's going to take probably a few hours. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to run cold water, and while we're doing it, beef tongue has a skin on it. The change of a temperature, such drastic temperature, if you want, you could put like a whole bunch of ice in it too, will make the skin come off easily, like we did with beets. You know, like I do with potatoes sometimes, like you do with eggs. The difference of a temperature will make the magic happen, hopefully. So, okay, right in the water, I'm going to show you real quick. Right in the water, holding the tongue, pouring out really quick. That's what I'm gonna continue doing, and I'll meet you when it's cooled off and we're ready to work with it more. So I ran water just for a couple of minutes, if not less. So it's easy to touch the beef tongue. It's not super hot. This is a time. This is gonna be the coolest or possibly the grossest thing you've seen in your life. I'm just gonna grab the skin and just pull it off. Look how easily it comes off. Ta-da! I'm gonna continue cleaning the whole beef tongue. Oh, yum. Or maybe I'll do it right then and there. Look at this. Look at this. This is magic in the making. Look at that. Everything comes off so easy, though. Maybe not this part. Still a little warm, but it's okay. Wow. I haven't had such easy cleaning tongue in a while. Okay. Well, looks like this part gives me a little trouble. You can always use a knife if you have to. I might have to. Woo! Anyway, I'm gonna continue cleaning it, and I'm gonna come back to you, and we're gonna have a taste test. So, taste test time. Tell you what, this whole thing is delicious. And you don't have to eat it like this. We're gonna slice it and eat it, but you can also do, which I probably will do tomorrow morning for breakfast. You can take some of the slices and pan fry them a little bit on both sides and crack some eggs on it. It will be so delicious. You can also serve it like pot roast. You can just, you know, cook some potatoes and veggies, just plop it in there, just chop it or slice it. Okay, so the tip is my favorite part. Oh my goodness, this looks so tender. Check this out. Yumminess. Yum. Okay. This is gonna be so. Oh, it smells amazing. It melts on your mouth. There's a little bit of that flavor of bay leaves and pepper on the back. It just has this flavor. This I don't know how to explain it. It's so good. And one thing, I don't put pepper. I do put pepper. I don't put salt in my recipe. I don't put salt in this recipe at all. And you don't have to either. This piece of meat has amazing flavor. I'm Zhenya. This is Zhenya's Kitchen. This is my take on beef tongue, and I think I'm gonna go and eat more of it.